Emily Murphy, the administrator of the GSA, that's the General Services Administration, has officially signed the paperwork to formally allow the transition to begin with President-elect Biden's team. We have Yahoo Finance's Jessica Smith here with an election update. Hey, Jess.
Hey, Kristen. Now the incoming Biden administration can access funding. They can access government agencies, classified briefings, all the things that are supposed to help a transition move smoothly. It did not take long for Biden's team to get going. Very quickly, their transition website became a .gov. We heard from the Department of Defense saying that they reached out to them really quickly to start working on the transition. And as you mentioned, what changed is that the head of the GSA did give the green light for the transition to formally start. She had been holding off on that for several weeks, but yesterday she wrote a letter to President-elect Biden saying that the legal challenges and the state certifications of the election results are what changed her mind. She went on to say, "Please know that I came to my decision independently based on the law and available facts. I was never directly or indirectly pressured by any executive branch official with regard to the substance or timing of my decision." Now, President Trump tweeted shortly after saying that he did not want Murphy to be threatened because of this issue. So he told her and the team to move forward with what he called initial protocols. Now, several people immediately said that is as close as we're going to get to a concession from President Trump, people including Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer. But then we have heard from President Trump several times since then on Twitter, saying that he is not conceding. But whether or not he ever concedes, the transition is moving forward. We have heard in the past 24 hours or so a few of President-elect Biden's cabinet selections, and we will hear from him any minute now to talk about some of his picks of who he wants to lead on the national security and foreign policy front. Kristen?
Hey, Jess, really quick question. I know that you're talking about some of those cabinet picks. What about his economic team? Those announcements are set to be made soon, correct?
Yes, we are expecting to hear picks for the economic team at some point next week. We don't exactly know when, but we're hearing early next week could be when we learn those names. Of course, already there are multiple outlets reporting that Janet Yellen, the former Fed chair, is going to be his selection for Treasury Secretary. I've talked to several people who say they are thrilled with that decision, one of them being the House Ways and Means chairman, who will work with potentially Yellen or the next Treasury Secretary on issues like tax policy. He says that he is thrilled for that decision. And that's kind of what we've heard from quite a few people. But again, that announcement is not official yet. We expect that early next week.
All right. Thanks so much, Jess Smith, of course, with all of the updates.